welcome Minutes with me. This is Daniel Ashmeade. I'm Ball Trend Fitness, and we're going to talk about what makes a great trainer slash excellent trainer versus a good trainer, right? And so I'm going to start off with introducing the topic, and pretty much, before we really dive into the whole idea of what makes a good trainer versus a great trainer, it really starts off with who you are, because you are the product, you are the business, right? People are going to sign up for training because of you, right? Not because of the training, not because of that or this or how you look. It's how you present yourself, who you are, your character. Some questions they would be asking is, do they like you, when they first meet you? Or how do you present yourself, the vibes, and also, do they trust you, right? And your professionalism, right? So it all comes down to that, for that sense. And for me, I would say, I've been in the fitness industry for 5 years, and Daniel has been in the fitness industry for 15 years. So you're really going to get two different perspectives, and yeah, he's trained and developed trainers, and he's going to be the cherry on top of the cake. I'm just going to be, a trainer who's just going to give you my perspective for my 5 years and how I've come along, and give you some tips and things to look for. But I'm going to start off what makes a good trainer. A good trainer, they're professional, all the basic stuff, they're professional, they're reliable, they're available, they deliver results, they push you, right? And yeah, they're likable. But to be greater and to be a great trainer, an excellent trainer, and to have that drive and strive, it's all about what I live by is people before profits, and really caring about your clients, because you have a relationship with them, and they're trusting you with their life, right? Their health. And it's so important to really just be there for them, right? Daniel's going to talk a lot about that too. But yeah, it's just caring for them. I wrote down a list, educating them, being emotionally invested in them, because you're a personal trainer, and with that responsibility will come with not just training, but their life, right? They're gonna deal with like life stuff, and they're gonna want to talk about those things, right, to you, because you spend 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week seeing them, and that's a lot. And then for many months or even years, right? And it's just, you got to understand that these people trust you, and you're gonna grow this love for people, right? And if you don't love people, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be a personal trainer, because like it is half personal training but also therapy, right? It's their time, and it's not about you, right? So don't talk about you, talk about them, right? Make sure that they have the spotlight. And that's what I want to just kind of give you tips on what makes a great trainer, and what I've noticed in my 5 years, right? Because it's not about you, it's about your clients, about making them better, right? And helping them think better, live better, do better in their daily life. And yeah, so that's my 5-year perspective. There's definitely more. I'm going to add in my 2 cents as Daniel talks, but that's most of the stuff. But yeah, Daniel, what's your perspective on what makes a good trainer versus a great, excellent trainer? Because you've been in the fitness industry for 15 plus years, and you've trained a lot of trainers. You've been a fitness manager at different gyms and stuff. And yeah, what's your perspective?
Thank you, Bonnie. Well, first of all, I must say I totally agree with you with your people prefer profits. I always like to say I'm a person before trainer, because it is all about the person, right? I think you knocked the nail on the head a lot of times, everything that you said. Just to dig deep a little bit more with them, yes, people don't want to work with you unless they like you and they trust you. It comes within the first 5 to 7 seconds of them meeting you. It all begins with a consultation, right? Ask questions, find out the why. Remember, people don't want personal training to lose weight. People don't want to get personal training to build muscle. People want personal training and fitness to reduce pain, to look good in a bikini, to feel confident on vacation, to play with their grandkids, to not be on diabetic medication. So it's really digging deep and finding out what that why is and what the underlying emotional attachment is to that why. Because if you can't find that emotional attachment, anyone can be a trainer. Anybody can research and be very educated and know the perfect reps and the perfect exercise and the perfect meal plan. But if they don't connect with you and they don't understand that you understand what's their why and why they're doing what they're doing, it's not going to be a success, a long-term success. And like you said, I have been doing it for 15 years. And most of my clients I've had for over a year, 2 years plus ongoing, because it's always growing and it's always changing and developing, right? A couple other things, making sure that they see their progression. We all are our worst critics. So it's up to us as their personal trainer to also be their number one cheerleader, to let them know, look, remember last week you couldn't do 2 push-ups? Look at you, man, you did 5 push-ups. Constantly encouraging them to see that just because they might not look like they want to do in that short period of time in the mirror or lose those 2 pounds a week that they want, that there's still progression and they're still getting better and they're still improving. And because of you, that's why they're improving. I also agree with you with loving them and loving what you do. We do what we do because it's our passion. We don't care about cars. We don't care about money. We don't care about airplanes or science. We care about fitness and we care about people. And they see it with us. We practice what we preach. We're always educating ourselves, always being forward thinking. What's the new trend? What's the new thing? What are fads? What are people going to come at you with? Well, I think, small meals, or I heard this new diet or this new exercise. You need to be on top of your game with that kind of stuff. And if you don't know, you need to do your research. Fitness is a beautiful field because it's always growing. So I think it's a field that will never get taken over by robots and AI, thank heavens, because it's always changing and people want to converse with us, right? They want to be able to see you play with their kids, remember their birthday, your problems, talk to where you've been. A lot of my clients, I'll do challenges with them. I've done fasting with them. I did a 5-day fast challenge with one of my clients to get her to do it. I didn't even ask her to do it. I just told her, look, I want to try this, and I did it, and this is my success. And then she tried it herself, and she's killing it. So those are just some other things that you need to do as well, right? Always being forward thinking, always believe what you're doing, care about the person, trust, honesty. Yes, all those other fundamentals. Be on time, be early even. Always give them a new type of workout and figure out what they like. Like you said, it's not about us, it's about them. Some of my trainers, they don't even want to know what they're doing. They just tell me, they want me to tell them what to do. They do it and they move on. Others, why am I doing this exercise? What is this exercise working? What if I want to work on this? So you have to know that everyone that you work with is going to be different. And I think that really starts with finding out your avatar and finding out who you want to work with. And that will really help you because, like I said before, we can't train everybody. My ideal person is the professional, the baby boomers, right? My work for them is to help them feel better in life and have a better quality of life. It's not necessarily about weight loss. It's not necessarily about looking good in the mirror. That's all bonus. For them, it's about a better quality of life, feeling stronger every day, reducing pain every day, being able to wake up pain-free, full of energy, and enjoying and loving life like we do.
Wow. Wow. That's very good. Yeah, so those are all good points. Daniel, like what would you say the 3 top things that trainers
Yep.
should work on in terms of if they're just starting out or if they are, in the game, but they want to be better? What would you say 3 key things?
sad, but not really sad. The truth is the number one is sales, man. Everything is sales. You know, you sell everybody every single day. So learn your sales. And sales isn't necessarily money driven. It's learning to listen and learning to um, re-paraphrase and understand what they're saying and bring it back to them. So, you know, you tell me your goals. So, Bon, what you're telling me is you hate waking up every morning and it takes you 5 minutes to get out of bed because your lower back kills you and you have tingling feeling in your feet. And you always have to have coffee because you don't have any energy until 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So I can tell that your quality of life isn't the best until about 12. So what we're going to do together is make you feel better from as soon as you open up your eyes and prepare our day and our week. Because remember, you only see me 2, maybe 4 hours out of the week. That's minimal time. You still have another 100+ hours without seeing me. What are you going to do, or what can I help you do in those hours to continue your success? So one is sales. Number 2, education. Always be educated, always learning the new trends, always be taking courses, always be reading books, always being on the up and up with your game, so that anything that you don't know, you're willing to learn and eventually will know. And just know that it's always ongoing. And the third one I would just say is love them and be authentic, right? I think it's very easy to come across authentic when it's pure from the heart. When you come there with a smile and you're energized and you're ready to help them, and you know, you're ready to like make this the best hour of their day if that's your only goal, even if they don't do anything in terms of fitness success. If you came to them and that hour with you was the best hour of their day, to me that's a success. That's a success, right? So sales, aka listen, educate, and love, and produce. I would say with those.
No, I totally agree, because like with sales, it's not about, you know, it's about the relationship, right?
Yes.
And same thing with prospecting, right? Like say if you're looking for new clients or anything, right? Anything in business, it's sales is just relationships.
It is. That's all it is. And people got to stop being afraid of sales, because what we're producing is going to help them. We're not selling them snake oil. We're here to help them better their lives. And if we're authentic about it, just because it comes with a price, that's just the way the world is. And we provide a premium service and a premium care. So based off that sale or whatever the cost may be, just know we're giving you our best.
Mm-hmm. And same thing with education, right? Be certain of what you're doing, because if you're not certain, they're definitely not going to be certain, right? They're not going to be certain with the results. They're not going to be able to trust you, right? And it just goes further along. And you know, the better that you do, right, the better that they do, right, the more they will listen, right?
And sorry to interrupt. And with that, be honest. There's lots of times where I've had clients who do a lot of research and know more than me, which has put me into a better place, because then I go back and read and become a better person because of them. So don't go in there always thinking you know every answer. It's okay to say you don't know. If someone asks you something about the new workout, the new food, the new this, and you don't know, just say, cool, man, I don't know, but I want to find out. And then we'll talk about it the next time.
Yeah, there is no master trainer. And if you get your thinking out of the I am the best trainer, or I am, you know, the elite trainer, you know, it's about being having that student mindset. Because if you have a student mindset, your world opens up to learning, right? And when you're constantly learning, you're going to do better for you. You're going to do better in your business, and you're going to do better for your client, because you're going to be constantly adding value to their life. You're going to add value to, you know, the education that you're teaching them, and helping them understand what health and fitness is all about, helping them understand that it is a process to get to their goals, to their achievements, and that you're going to have ups and downs, just like a sport, right? A sport, you start off, you're going to suck at it, but then right after, as you practice and do your reps and do your sets, you're going to win, right? At the end of the day, you're going to win, because if you put in that work and you put in that time, right, for any sport, for any business, you're going to win. With that mindset, you're going to win.
Like I always say, fitness is a game that you only win because you continue, and you only fail when you stop. It's life going. Life will always come into play. Vacations, injuries, finances, grandparents, who knows what it is, but that's just part of life. Fitness should just be a part of your life, like brushing your teeth and everything else. Because once again, that means it's ongoing. There's never an end point.
Hmm. No, I totally agree. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, trainers out there, reach out to us. We would love to answer questions or even just talk, right? But yeah, has been such a. I've been waiting for this topic because
I know you have. This is
it's
what
just
you wanted.
such an awesome topic to talk about, because like you do see trainers who, who are starting off, right? Like, just like you said, everyone can become a trainer, but
Yes.
not everyone can be, good to great, right? There's a book
Right.
called Good to Great, and
Right.
it just talks about, how to take a company from good to great. But besides that, it's just having these success habits in place to make you a better trainer, to make you a better you, right? And you don't want to be one of those people who have a bad reputation, uh, of being on their phone or being always late, or just not, it doesn't look good on you. And
Right.
like
Right.
like I said before, it's you are the product.
Exactly. Like Jay-Z says it, I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man.
Yeah,
So just remember that. And I love the fact that we're not trying to get about negatives, and I don't ever want to say anyone's a bad trainer, but everybody can improve. We're always improving. So if you, like you said, if you have the mindset of a student, of a disciple, of a pupil, to always learn and to always grow, to me, you'll never be a bad trainer, because that means you're always humble and you're willing to grow and to get better.
yeah, and your clients will see that, and
Yes.
they'll want to stick with you, right? We'll definitely talk about uh, client retention on a different day, and
Yeah.
a different topic
Yeah.
for you guys. But like I said, it they your clients see that you are trying to learn, trying to be better, and they love that journey of yours, because they're
Yeah.
going through that same journey with you. And when they see that, okay, they're investing into themselves, that means they're investing into me, right? And they're going to take care of this.
Because they
And
know that you care about me enough to get better, to provide better service for me. Exactly like you said.
yeah,
If we didn't care, we would just be stagnant and just know what we knew me 15 years ago. But trust me, the fitness world has changed a lot, and it will continuously change.
yeah. And one thing to conclude this is, guys, like, I got this tip from Daniel, and I always use it. And basically, it's for trainers out there. Make sure to ask your clients how your service is. I always
Yes.
ask, like, maybe every 2 weeks, or yeah, pretty much every 2 weeks or every month, how is my service? And then they'll give me a rating, and then I'll ask why, right? Why is my service like that, right? And every client, like you said, Daniel, they are all different. They all look for different things. You're not going to be a
Yes.
perfect trainer, so you have to ask every individual of your clientele to see who, their style of training and what they want, and always being your 10 out of 10 at all times.
Yeah. And ask for specifics to dig deeper in that. Say, tell me two things you like that I do, and tell me two things that I can change. Because you can always change. And I think some clients feel scared or embarrassed, or they don't want to hurt your feelings because you're a professional. But just letting them know that this is only going to make you better, so that makes them feel okay with giving some criticism. Because it is personal. Everybody is different. If I have 15 different people of all ages, there's no way I can train them all the exact same way. It's
Mhm.
impossible. And then remember, with us, we have a lot of long-term clients. So times might get stagnant, it might get a little bit too personal, as in terms of we're chit-chatting a little bit and forgetting about the workout. So just dial it back in and just make sure you get back to your goals, and just get refreshed and making sure you're providing the service that they originally wanted.
Yeah. and it's okay. Like guys, it's okay to screw up too. You
Yep.
know, I've in my entire career, my 5-year career, I probably screwed up twice with 2 clients, and it was two mistakes, you know, but you learn from those mistakes and you grow from those mistakes, and you're going to lose some, but you're also going to gain some, right? So have fun with the process, right? This is your fitness journey. This is your business, so take care of it, right? It's gonna get difficult at some time, at some points, but it's part of your process. It's part of your story to who you want to become.
Lucky guy, only had 2 mess ups. Trust me, in 15 years, I've more than 2, but it's made me a better person. That's for sure.
Yeah, and don't think mistakes are a bad thing or screwing up is a bad thing. You're a human being. You're never going to be perfect, and you're a personal trainer, so it's going to be personal to you, right? To your business, and that's how you grow and get better, and you learn, and you just have that constant student mindset, and you're just going to take over the world because you are open to learning, to be hungry, to do better.
And to grow. I love it.
Grow.
So true.
So, yeah, like I said, you know, this has just been like a topic that I've always wanted to talk about, and it's just so something that we should always talk about.
And we should always refresh too. And
Yeah,
like you said, there's different aspects of it. There's the sales aspects, there's retention, there's program design, there's, ongoing service when you're not with them that hour. So there's lots of different facets to being a trainer. It's not just going in there and giving them a good workout once a week, twice a week for an hour, and then see you next Wednesday. There's way more to it, and we'll get into that on further shows for sure.
it's definitely a deeper connection with that. But like I said, this is just the first episode of the business aspect and just overall of what we think is a good trainer versus a great trainer and how to progress to that, right? But yeah, next episode is going to be a different topic. So guys, make sure to send us questions and DM.
Business and fitness related, both.
Business, yeah, and even we gotten a few questions. So a few questions like fasting,
program design, talking about working out in a gym versus at home. So some really good questions, guys, and we love them.
Yeah, so just keep up the questions, and we will definitely tag you in our post, so then you know that this is your question to be answered, and yeah, just keep the questions going, but yeah, I'm so happy to talk about this. But thanks, Daniel, for coming on this call. This is awesome. Some really great points.
Thank you, buddy.
Like I said, guys, it's all a learning experience.
Yeah. So, and if you have any questions, ask me, ashmeadefitness.com. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram under Ashmeade Fitness.
Yeah, and I'll tag him as well under the post and stuff. So this is Minutes with me, Bontrand Fitness, Daniel Ashmeade, and we'll see you next Sunday at 7:30. Take care.
Peace out. Take care.